Hello, good evening, good day, wonderful you. Susanna Mittermeier here, inspiring with the topic being different, being possibilities. Those of you who know, we have the peacock as the logo for pragmatic psychology. And I wonder what's possible with this conversation. And also, the peacock is such a wonderful reminder of allowing ourselves to be this greatness that we truly can be, and not holding ourselves back, and proudly showing the amazingness that we are. So welcome to this Facebook Live. Thanks for joining. And hello. Sometimes I will see your names. Hello, Sabine. Hello, Chanel. Not sure how to pronounce the name correctly. So sometimes I see your comments with this kind of format, and sometimes I don't. I'm not really sure what this is about, but great to sense your presence. Hello, Rosemarie. Hello, Jürgen. Rosemarie is joining from us from Quebec, from Canada. Oh, that's a totally different way of pronouncing that name, I guess. So happy to be with you, and it's so amazing when people get together, even if it's online like this, and just being aware of all of you guys. And let's do this. Hello, Bernhard. Hello, Connie. So now that Tuli, hello. So now that you guys are coming into this Zoom or to this Facebook Live, what if you connect to each other? What if you, beyond the screen, connect to me and connect to everybody else who's watching this right now? Hello, Fatima. Hello, Christine. And just connect with each other, because that's something that we oftentimes think we can only connect with each other when we are body to body, when we're in the same room. But we can actually connect to each other energetically wherever we are, and we tend to forget that. Hello, Annette. Hello, hola, Sara Maria. Thanks for translating into Spanish. You're wonderful. Thank you. Hello, Christina. Hello, Andra Maria. Hello from Romania to Romania. So let's do this. Let's connect to each other beyond the screen. Like, what we do is like, I have to connect to the person through the screen. That's one way of doing it, but you could do it way easier by connecting to each other energetically. So just do that for a second or for a moment. Okay, so notice it might not feel like anything, so don't look for a feeling. Just get a sense of, maybe your body goes, like mine just did. When we connect to each other energetically, my body goes, okay, that's easier. So let's do that. And let's remind each other that, hey, we are actually here for each other. You're not alone. So there's so many people right now who have this point of view that I am alone. And I just had a conversation with a couple of people about this, the point of view that, hello to Toronto, hello, Corinne. So I just had a conversation with a couple of people just before this Facebook Live about being alone. And right now, so many people in this world have the point of view and have the sense that they're all alone. And so if this is something that you sometimes have, I'm so alone. And when you have that feeling of being alone, there's a wonderful thing you can do. You can ask a question. You can actually ask a question and find out, what is this thing I call feeling alone? Because we tend to go, I feel alone. And then, it's like a dead end road. If you say, I feel alone, there's nothing else that can come into your world than what matches the point of view, I feel alone. So it's like, when you've decided something, it's like, okay, that's it. Nothing else that doesn't match that decision can come into your world. So that's how powerful we are with our point of view. So your point of view creates your reality. If you decide I'm all alone, basta, finito, that's it. Nothing else than that can come into your world. That's why it's so important to ask questions, to have like a, how do you say in English? To have a curious, way of being in the world where you go, okay, I feel alone. Let's investigate what it really is. Let's find out what is that thing that I call feeling alone. So it's like, imagine this. Imagine you have a jar, and inside of it is strawberry marmalade. And on the label outside, it says, strawberry marmalade. Or maybe it says, whatever. It says some kind of what it is, right? And you already have decided how strawberry marmalade tastes, and where you can use it. You can use it on a bread, and you have it all figured out. Okay, I got this. This is a strawberry marmalade. Got it all figured out. So, but if you would strip away the label of strawberry marmalade, and you would go, okay, what is this? How does it taste? How else can I use it? You would have a whole new universe of exploring what's truly possible. And it's the same with, if you call, for example, something, I feel alone, done, finito, basta. You already have decided what it is, and nothing else can come into your world. So take something that has been bothering you the past days, years, month, or maybe you have something like I feel alone, and take that label and just strip it away. Just for a moment go, okay, I'm not going to call this anything. I'm not going to have a name for it. I'm not going to have a label for it. I'm going to be curious, and I'm going to investigate, what is this thing that I just recently called feeling alone? And this, my friends, this is where we start to being pragmatic rather than dramatic. Dramatic is like, oh, Dios mío, oh my God, I have a problem, and I have another problem, and I need to solve it, and I'm normal because I have a problem. Yes, how many problems are you inventing to be normal? Say what? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. Okay, this thing I just said, this weird stuff, is called the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. It's a very weird tool. I love to use it. I'm not going to explain it. There's a whole video you can watch on YouTube, Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, on how to use this. I'm just going to be wild and crazy and going to throw this crazy tool out there so you can actually use it. We don't have to understand everything before we can use it. We can just do what works, So again, if you have a questioning position to things, then you can go from dramatic, where everything is supposed to be a problem and wrong, to pragmatic, where you actually find out what works. Okay, so again, if you take that example of feeling lonely, or whatever it is that bothers you in your life right now, and you strip away the label, and you just be present with that thing that goes in your world, and you don't have to have a name or for it. You don't have to call it anything. You just, for a moment, present, and with that thing that does this in your world, you are just engaging with that, let's call it energy, with that thing. Okay, so do that for a moment. Okay, so notice where you actually go away. Notice where you check out and go, oh, I'm just going to think about something else now. Okay, so that's how you maintain your problems, by checking out, by not being present, by having labels, by having names, by thinking about it, by trying to figure it out, by trying to fix it. This is all the ways where you avoid, rather than being present with whatever shows up in your world. Okay, so let's give it another shot. Take something that bothers you, and I'm just reading not this comment. Hello, gånger. That's a Swedish funny thing that she likes when I say it. It means many times, gånger. So now, like, take this thing again that goes in your world, and just for a moment, be really present with it. Like, and you don't even have to do that preparation that just showed you. That's just a joke. But be really present with it. And just ask yourself right now, hey, what is that? What is it really? And be really open. So, for example, what is this thing that, I just called feeling alone? What is it really? Okay, so what is my body showing me? What am I actually aware of? So, for example, next question would be, how aware are you of many, many millions and many, many million people on the planet right now thinking and feeling, I'm alone? So basically, is it really all from you? Or is it something that you pick up from so many, many million other people? So everything that you have decided is yours that actually isn't, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And this is such a basic, easy, cheesy tool that the more you play with these tools and being more you and opening up for more possibilities, the more important this very tool is. The discovery of what is really for me and what part is actually something that I'm picking up. So I just had this conversation in a class before this Facebook Live, where there was a woman who said, I feel so alone. And so I asked her, okay, be really present with it. What is it? What is it? What is it? And she said, well, there's something shifting when you ask me. I can't really describe it. And I said to her, okay, so now take that energy, the thing that you want to avoid, don't avoid it for a moment, be really present with it, and now expand it out and make it really, 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 really big, like as big as the room you're in, and even bigger, as big as the city you're in, as big as the country you're in, and give it a lot of space. So she did, and I asked her, and you can do this now too if you want. And then I asked her, so what's occurring now? What's going on now? And she said, it's gone. Wow, it's gone. So this is something that had, been in her world for a long, long time. And just by having a curiosity around it, hey, what is it really? And then giving it a lot of space, rather than I need to hide it, I need to deal with it, expand it out. She realized it's not real. It's not there anymore. And this is so often, I mean, how many problems are you inventing to be like other people, to be normal? Everything that is, will you please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And I'm just a little bit behind on comments. That is so cool. Selena is writing, I'm curious and I will investigate that I have decided being alone is. Absolutely. And that is such a brilliant way of dealing with it, this investigation. This, I want to find out what it really is, not what I've decided it is. So Selena was really saying it in a super great way. She said, I've decided that I'm alone. Yeah. I'm going to show again, because, the way we say things is, it says a lot about what we have to, what the limitation we have. Like, I have decided that I'm alone, and it's like, yeah, that's what we do. Like, we oftentimes decide things, and then we go, okay, now I have decided I'm alone. Now I need to prove how alone I am. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe you say, oh, I have decided that I have money problems. Okay, now that I've decided that this is who I am, I'm going to prove to myself that I'm right. So how many proofs in your life are you inventing to prove to you that you are right in your limitation? What? Yeah, that's very creative. But against you, not for you. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds, right? So this is like when you switch the perspective to, hey, what am I actually doing with this? what is my choice here with this? Oh, I'm trying to be normal. Oh, I already decided that I have a problem with being alone, with money, with relationship, or whatever. Okay, so when you decide something, you create it. When you decide you have a problem with whatever you decided you have a problem with, that's what you create as your reality, right? Rather than, okay, it's a decision, and you can, for example, use any tool. You can just let it go, or you can say everything that is, I destroy and I create it, pot poc, or who does this belong to? Yeah, so just anything that facilitates you, facilitating means making it easier, anything that facilitates you to knowing, okay, I have a different choice here. I don't need to spend my life proving that I'm right with my limitations, I could use my creativity in a different way. Proving that this is true for me. Yes, exactly. And it's so cool. Like when I used to work only as a normal psychologist, and when I used to do normal psychotherapy, like the perspective that I have been taught was, okay, you have to work at changing your life. It takes time. And yes, sometimes that's true, but that's not always true. When you become really clear on, when you turn on the lights and you see what you actually have chosen to create a problem, and you see it for what it is, that's already the change. And then the only thing that's required to add to that is making a different choice. Voila, that's the whole recipe, And then there's some things sometimes on the way, sometimes things show up, but it's like, it doesn't need work, It's like, what have you decided you need to work at to change your life? And everything that is, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And there lies the totally different space of how different would I allow myself to be possibilities, being different, being possibilities, as our name here for this Facebook Live is being different, being possibilities, is like, are you truly willing to be that different, that you have more ease than the people around you? And that's a question I can highly recommend you asking. I've been looking at this in my own life too, because I allow myself a lot of ease, but there's always more. There's an infinite space of ease that we can allow ourselves. That not like, oh, I have ease, check, I'm done. Oh, it's like there's space infinitely for the ease we can allow ourselves. And I looked at this in my own life. I'm like, okay, yes, I allow myself like a lot of ease, but there's more possible. Where am I still holding back to not be too different? Where are you still holding back the ease in your life to not be too different? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So this, my friends, is something you could maybe start to explore in your life. And what have you decided would occur if you had too much ease? What would occur if you had too much ease in your life? Have you decided that people would judge you? Have you decided that people would no longer want anything to do with you, And so what if it doesn't matter? What if judgments are no longer relevant? Like when I do a Facebook Live like this and people don't like what I'm saying, it doesn't matter to me. It's like, I know what I know, and I know what's true for me. And I know that this is an invitation to something greater. And if people like it, cool. And if they don't like it, it doesn't matter. That's actually their choice. So what if the difference you be in the world, you no longer hold back because of anybody judging you? What if this is no longer relevant? And that's why I also like to have the peacock as the logo for pragmatic psychology, because it's like, yep, I'm beautiful. I know, you're welcome. It's on the house. And if you enjoy me, cool. If you don't enjoy me, that's fine. I'm not going to take it personal. And therein lies the freedom to not take things personal anymore. You know, like nowadays on social media, people go thumb up, thumb down, I like it, happy face, angry face. It's like, are we in kindergarten? It's like, who cares? You know, does it really matter? Does it really matter if somebody gives you a thumb up or a thumb down? It's like, why is this relevant to you? Why don't you just trust that the difference you be is actually a gift, whether it's liked or not? And everything that is, and everything doesn't allow it, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So the difference, you know, being different, being possibilities, there's also this level of freedom that we could allow ourselves to have. You know, this, yeah, I see you're judging me, and oh, well, you know, have fun. I'm not judging you either because you judge me. You know, it's like that level of allowance that gives you more freedom than you're supposed to have. And also, if you just go, what future would we create if more of us would be like that? Then judgments would no longer rule the world. Fear and anger would no longer be relevant. And fear and anger would not be anything that people would enslave themselves with. If you look at the world now, fear and anger and doubt, these are three elements that people use to enslave themselves, to not listen to themselves anymore, to not trust themselves anymore, to listen to other people. So everywhere you're making that real and relevant in your world, fear, doubt, anger, everywhere you use this to allow yourself to be manipulated into something smaller than you are, will you please, times a godzillion, let that go and destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So how different are you willing to be? How much ease are you willing to allow into your world? So that's my invitation to you guys. I'm not going to keep this much longer. My idea is to make this a series, make a couple of those. And I'd love your feedback. If this is something valuable to you that you would love to have again with a different, of course, a different conversation, please let me know. Just comment, oh, yes, that would be great. Then, I can see when the next time can be to have a little pragmatic peacock conversation and see what else we can explore, in this. And if you haven't known, there are 4 books that I've written so far, which you can find anywhere where books are. The first is Pragmatic Psychology, Practical Tools for Being Crazy Happy. That's the first book. The second book is Fairy Tale Family. It's about how to have more ease with family. Don't we all need that? And then the third book is a children's book. It's called Who is Henry? And the fourth book I wrote is Advanced Pragmatic Psychology. It's a book I wrote together with Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness. So, and there are a lot of videos you find online to get inspired. So I hope this is something that created a bit more ease for you. And thank you for all your comments. I'm seeing them, I'm reading them. Yes, that would be awesome. Thank you. Loud and clear, gratitude. Vielen Dank, thank you all, tak, thank you, danke, and gracias, grazie. Okay, so have a wonderful evening day, and looking forward to more conversations with you. Mwah. Adios. Bye.